Chapter 269. I want to know if crow meat is tasty. You are deciding form. Sanchi stared at Meru. Don't tell me you don't know that I have a feud with your deputy sect master and even killed a guardian of yours. This is the cult master's idea. Furthermore, the Sky Demon cult is aiming to overthrow Great Jin. Mr. Blood Robes, your grudge with Great Jin is even greater than ours. We need you. Meru smiled. As long as Mr. Blood Robes agrees, joining the sect will make you a guardian. We will be forming a cooperative relationship where both parties will benefit from each other. As expected of the unscrupulous Sky Demon cult to be able to give up on their own grudge to work with me. Sanchi smiled meaningfully. Since you're so sincere, what reason do I have to reject you? Blood Robes, go ahead and get your points. We'll give them to you on the last day. Meru said. They were still too small and it was difficult for them to get into the top 10. It was best to take advantage of the situation and give it to Sanchi instead. No problem, Ilkun man, get it when the time comes. If you don't give it to me, don't blame me for snatching it. Sanchi said, indifferently. His gaze landed somewhere, and the group of people's expressions changed drastically. They were the geniuses of the Yi family, Vajra sect, and other factions. They had originally joined forces to kill the blood-robed old ghost. But when they saw that the blood-robed old ghost had beaten up the people of the two dynasties, how could they dare to attack? From the looks of it, the blood-robed old ghost seemed to have targeted them. Let's go quickly. This blood-robed old ghost might want to snatch our points. Let's go hide so he can't find us. That's right. Well, do what he did and hide somewhere until the trial ends. The group of people discussed and turned to leave, but they were stopped by a figure. Aren't you guys looking for trouble with me? Where are you rushing to? Sanchi raised his head and smiled at the geniuses who were so frightened that they took a few steps back. Now that I've delivered myself to your door, aren't you going to make a move? Blood-robed old ghost, when did we say that we were going to attack you? Don't spout nonsense. The genius of Vajra sect denied it. Cowards, if you don't attack, I'll attack. With a bang sound, more than 10 people resisted together, but they were still beaten back continuously, and vomited blood. Let's go. The geniuses of the Yi family chose to leave the trial. As beams of light fell, their figures disappeared, leaving behind only tokens. Vajra sect heard silently and left as well. They did not dare to fight Sanchi at all. A bunch of cowards. Sanchi pursed his lips. With just a casual slap, he had scared these people away. This was the residual power of one person forcing the two dynasties away. He easily collected the points. After calculating, he gained less than 100 points. How useless! It took more than half a month for them to accumulate these points. Sanchi was very dissatisfied. You can have my points. Lu Youai walked over. We won't get any ranking anyway. You can have mine too, Chen Yiling said. The few of them only took 1 point to ensure that they would not be teleported away. The rest of the points were given to Sanchi. Sanchi's total points were only 60 points away from 2,000. He searched for his target again. Stop peeking. We'll be in trouble if the blood-robed old ghost targets us. Let's go and find a place to hide. Many people had already retreated into the distance. After being stared at by Sanchi, they retreated in panic, afraid that Sanchi would snatch their points away. Do you have to do this? If you didn't provoke me, why would I snatch you for no reason? Sanchi looked displeased. His enemies were basically all in Great Jin. Now that he had dealt with them, he would not rob just anyone he saw. The human race doesn't have any of my enemies for the time being. But don't the demons still have them? Sanchi's eyes lit up as he looked at the area where the demons were scattered. Wawa! Akro's cry suddenly sounded. Flames flickered, and the grass shook violently as a hot wind blew. A group of crimson crows flew up from the ground and pounced away with all their might, turning into streaks of flames that left in a panic. These birds were very fast, shrinking visibly. Sanchi looked up and muttered, I wonder if the crow meat is delicious. He took a step forward, and circles of ripples appeared in the space under his feet. The space in front of him seemed to have shortened a lot, and he crossed more than 1,000 feet with a single step. A crimson crow looked back. Caw, has chasing after us. HMPH, I don't believe that a human can catch up to us. The Crimson Crow Crown Prince had also recovered his demon body. He was a dignified-looking flaming crimson crow with a confident expression. Although their race was not the fastest demon race, they were still very fast. And they believed it was enough to shake off this person. At this moment, Sanshi moved thousands of feet with each step. His speed was even faster than his voice as he kept getting closer. The Crimson Crow Crown Prince turned around and his pupils constricting. This person actually cultivated a special footwork. Your Highness, it's the divine teleportation footwork. This person cultivates a famous footwork divine power of the human race. The Crimson Crow beside him, who was aware of the situation, explained. Fly at full speed. Don't let him catch up. The Crimson Crow Crown Prince shouted in a low voice. They could clearly see the outcome of the others. If they were really caught, they could only give up the trial if they wanted to survive. We have a chance to make it into the top 10. We can't let him ruin it. Sanshi happened to meet his gaze and teased. What a fat bird. I wonder how you taste. HMPH. The Crimson Crow Crown Prince opened his mouth and spat out a flame that shot towards Sanshi to stop the pursuit. Sanshi's footsteps changed. He twisted his body and dodged the attack. Before he could speak, the other Crimson Crows also attacked while flying. Flames shot over at the same time. He had just learned divine teleportation footwork and was not very familiar with it. He was not good at aerial combat either. He dodged a few attacks and was hit by the subsequent ones. Boom, boom, boom. After the attacks collided, an explosion occurred and engulfed Sanshi. You're still chasing us. Some Crimson Crows laughed smugly when they saw Sanshi. Ignore him. This person can't be killed. Stay away from him first. The Crimson Crow Crown Prince did not look happy at all. He knew that it was useless to hit Sanshi. He would definitely be alive and kicking in a moment. Your marksmanship is very accurate. Sanshi's voice strangely appeared in front of them, scaring many Crimson Crows. They hurriedly flapped their wings to slow down. There was still an unlucky crow who happened to bump into Sanshi and was easily grabbed by the neck. Before he could struggle, his neck was gently snapped by Sanshi. The fluffy and glowing feathers lost their strength and quickly dimmed. The elusive Sanshi scared the geniuses of the Crimson Crow clan, who were a little smug just now, so much that they lost their voices and frantically flapped their wings to dodge. Blood-robed old ghost, don't be too ruthless. You've already killed two geniuses of our race. Isn't that enough? The Crimson Crow Crown Prince's eyes were scathing. I can even kill dozens of geniuses from Great Jin. What's the big deal about killing the two of you? Sanshi casually put away the Crimson Crow genius he had killed. This guy had just killed him and was targeted by him. Alright, you can be arrogant for a while. Let's see if you still dare to do this after you go out. The Crimson Crow Crown Prince took a deep breath. Blood-robed old ghost, I won't let you obtain points so easily. Now, all the clansmen will leave separately. Everyone, if you discover that you can't escape, choose to give up the trial and escape.